Hey guys, Jarek Ruiz here, apartment broker and expert. And today I'm in Venice Beach. You can see the ocean in the background here. I've been looking at some properties in Venice that we're going to be putting on the market shortly. But in today's video, I want to highlight my client. She's 87 years old. She sold her fixer-upper Mar Vista duplex, got rid of her tenants and property management. She did a 1031 exchange, deferred her capital gains taxes, and exchanged into a Delaware Statutory Trust, a DST, and she more than doubled her cash flow. So let's take a look. Come on, let's go. Okay, so my seller was an 87-year-old woman, not in the best shape, obviously. And she had this Mar Vista duplex for a long, long time, and was concerned about, getting out of property management, but she didn't want to pay taxes. That adamant about not paying capital gains taxes. Let me show you the property. Okay, so it was 3843 Wade Street. I don't know if you can see this on the small screen, but anyways, it was a duplex, sold for $875. Two one-bedroom, one-bath units. One was vacant, had a squatter in it, hadn't been rented for years, so she wasn't getting any income. The second unit was rented for about, well, it says $1,350 there, but it's really $1,424 with, that's a long story. But anyway, so she was getting $1,424 a month for that unit, and we had to get a squatter out of there. The city had filed, the housing department had filed something against her. It was a mess. It was a mess. She was just needed to sell this property. So what we did is we got it sold for $875, and she netted out about $800,000. And what she did is she did a 1031 exchange into a Delaware Statutory Trust, and she more than doubled her cash flow. Let me show you the property that she purchased a part of. So where is it? She purchased, 8.1% of the KB shops at Trinity Park. This was a newly constructed grocery anchored retail center in the financial hub of Greenville County, South Carolina. Now, the company that I work with, KB Exchange, they're an affiliate of Kingsbarn Realty Capital, and they're an experienced national commercial real estate firm. They provide real estate investors with 1031 exchange eligible property ownership through its DST program. KB's management team has decades of combined experience and has acquired over $2 billion of commercial real estate throughout the United States. So that's the property that she did a 1031 exchange into. She took her $800,000 equity and put it into this property. So let me show you what the numbers look like when this woman did the exchange. Okay, so this is the recent Delaware Statutory Trust deferral transaction at 3843 Wade in Mar Vista, which sold for $875 January 2022. So fixer-upper duplex sold for $875. Her net cash at close was $800,000. Her monthly cash flow was only $1,425, and her yearly cash flow was only $17,100 because this unit right here was vacant, had a squatter in it. It was a big problem. So she wasn't only getting income from one unit. So she sold the property. We deferred her capital gains taxes, and there was no more property management. She was so happy. So again, she did an exchange into the Sprouts anchored retail center in the financial hub of Greenville County, South Carolina. This building was built in 2018, so it was newer. And she invested $800,000. Her monthly cash flow jumped to $4,000 a month. So her $800,000 was generating 6% annual return, which equated to $48,000 a year, or again, $4,000 a month. So that's up from $1,424 a month. So she's getting an extra $2,576 a month, or an extra $30,912 per year. No capital gains tax paid, all deferred, no more management, and she can retire in peace with better cash flow. So this is the power of a DST transaction for certain people, especially if you have a building that's highly appreciated, but the cash flow is terrible, and you're getting up in years and you can't manage the building that well, but you don't want to pay taxes and you still want to get some monthly cash flow. So I've analyzed a lot of buildings for people who had low cash flow due to rent control and other stuff. And it turns out by doing a 1031 exchange, they can also get rid of their building, no more property management, no more rent control, no more tenants, and still increase their monthly cash flow while deferring their capital gains taxes. So, this is a pretty good deal for a lot of people, not for everybody. And again, I'm not giving you financial advice or tax advice here. I'm bringing you tax awareness of what's out there. If you decide this is something you want to look into further, I can help you by analyzing your building and sending the information over to our tax specialists that help our clients with tax deferral and tax planning. So those are the guys that'll do the work. Now, you always want to rely on your own independent financial advisors before you do anything or enter into any transaction. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions or you want to get an analysis done on your building, shoot me an email or give me a call and we'll talk about your situation. I'll crunch the numbers. I'll send the data over to the tax specialist and they'll prepare a cash flow projection on a 1031 exchange into a DST. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. This is Jarek Ruiz, apartment broker and expert, 37 years of real estate experience, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.